Hi all, my name is Divya. My teach one is a continuation of renaming imported data frames. Uh, After renaming imported data frames, we are updating the dataset with the following steps. Uh, Firstly, we have to add our drug here. I chose bupropion. So next we have few sections like antidepressant history, procedures, diagnosis, and medication. So in antidepressant history, firstly we'll get reference antidepressant dates data here, and from that we are changing the dates in data types to make sure the dates are having without any errors, like taking the medication at the start date and the end date of the medication. And then we are initializing the columns which are SN, SR, DN, DR. SN is similar antidepressant drug with no remission. SR is similar antidepressant with remission. DN is different antidepressant drug with no remission. DR is different antidepressant with the remission. And then we are creating the function to all different antidepressant histories, and we are checking here for the previous trials for the patient who are taking similar antidepressant with no remission it is 0, with remission it is 1, and for the different it is similar to the same antidepressant drug. And we are filling the values for history of, like, previous history of antidepressant uh, usage and the reaction of it. And now we are creating the function to count episodes per trial. And next we are also creating function to count remission history per trial, and same with the previous antidepressants too. We are creating a function for each trial. And for all the columns above, which we have created in the data frame, we are creating the dummy variables for number of episodes, uh, to find minimum number of episodes as well as maximum number of episodes. And we are also creating the dummy variables for remissions as well, and we are creating dummy variables for antidepressants too. And now we are checking for the columns in AD dates data frame. These are all the columns which we created in the data frame, and we are retaining only the important primary key and new columns here. And we are joining the data frames. After joining, you can see this is all for the antidepressant history. And coming to the diagnosis, uh, in diagnosis we are defining function for processing diagnosis datasets and add to the analysis data frame. The dataset in diagnosis is the all of us dataset. Example, DXO condition, DXO procedure, DXO measurement, DXI condition, etc. And for visit time column, it is column name that should be filtered to only valid values for inpatient and outpatient. And for date column, it is column name for the date of the diagnosis, and prefix is TX or RX. And we are retaining only needed columns: person ID, date column, source code, source concept code. And in DXO condition, Firstly, we are inspecting the dataset to get column names here, and we are checking if everything is ICD-9, and also uh, we are checking for the unique values of visit time to find values for outpatient visit, as it is only for the outpatients. These are all the columns in visit type column, and we are filtering out based on outpatient diagnosis only. And we are doing the similar with the DXO procedure too. We are filtering out based on the outpatient diagnosis only. For my drug, I only have DXO condition and DXO procedure. We are doing the same thing with the DXO measurement too. We are just filtering out the rows for outpatient diagnosis only. And for DXA condition, we are filtering out the rows based on inpatient, based on the rows for inpatient diagnosis only. Coming to the procedures, we are defining function for processing procedures datasets and add to the analysis data frame. Here it is also similar to the diagnosis. Yeah, creating a function to check if everything is CPT4 here. And coming to the medication, in medication, uh, we are retaining only needed columns. Their person ID, date column, RX code. This is also similar to the procedures. But when coming to the this function, here we are creating a data frame for grouping containing all unique medication codes. Here we are only taking three columns. They are standard concept name, standard concept code, and standard vocabulary. As you can see the below, there are only three columns. Here we need to create a fourth column in the data frame, which is RX code. We have to create it manually. I'll show you how to create it. Firstly click on file and click on open. You'll go to the workspaces and click on data. You will see a selected RX data frame bupropion.csv. Click on it and click download. I have already downloaded it. So after downloading it to your downloads, go to the file go to the file which you have downloaded, and also open the references Excel file. In reference Excel file, uh, filter RX from it, just RX. Click OK, and here you are creating another column which is RX code. Put a filter on standard concept name column and go to the short short variable name column. Copy the drug, paste it over the filter on standard concept name column. Click OK and copy the code mapping of the drug in short variable name. Just copy and paste it under the Rx code column and drag it down below till end. Now go to the another drug, copy it. Do the same thing with all the drugs which are in short variable name column. Copy, paste it under the filter, click OK. Copy the code mapping number, paste it under Rx code, drag. Do do the same process for all the drugs over here. And after finishing, go to the filters, select all, click OK, and you'll see all the numbers under Rx code column. If you find any blank or any missing number, you can just fill it manually. Like for example, tradazone drug, where you see a tradazone drug which is having the code mapping number. Just copy this and paste it over under this Rx code column. Just do it manually. And after filling the Rx code column entirely, just save this file as save as selected Rx DF bupropion underscore group. Save it as group. I have already saved it. So, and you can see here it is group. Now, after adding, say, AD, which is antidepressant, which you will be adding the separate column in the data frame. So, after adding, you'll be getting the Rx code column here. And next, we'll be joining the group Rx codes here. We are creating a function to join the data frames here. And then check if the interaction and root term columns exist. And that's it. Thank you.